Okay, fine. I'll get back in the water. It's been a super long week. A good one, but a hard one. Been doing a lot of work on the house and getting a lot of extra work done. And I am absolutely exhausted. And I really don't feel like going out there today. But I need some fish. I can't go super hard. So actually I'm gonna go meet up with Jake and we're gonna go 3-pronging today. So I'm walking up to the other part of the property where my storage is. I'm gonna grab my ski prong, dust that thing off, sharpen it up, oil it, maybe put a new band on it, and I'll try to find some motivation when I'm up there. We'll see. So this band is getting pretty dry rotted and it might work, but I'm not gonna risk it. So I have a new band, they're like 10 bucks. So I'm just gonna swap that out real quick. This guy, whew. I like the lightweight bands. Some people like the heavy ones for bigger fish, but I'm just gonna go pluck some smaller fish out there today. I don't plan on hitting anything big, so I don't wanna wear my grip out too much. So I'm gonna use the light one. And it's just that easy. So now I just need to sharpen it. So it's been out sitting for a bit, so it's a little rusty and dull. So I'm just gonna clean it up, sand it, and I'm gonna sharpen it up so I don't just push fish. I want to actually, spear them. So we'll get that done. Okay, we'll just let that sit for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna take some old sandpaper and just sand that off real quick, and then we'll sharpen it. All right, shiny and sharp. Now the beauty of editing is you can make anything look like anything. That was not easy. That did take me quite a while, but it's been a long time since I cleaned this up, so it needed some work and I'm glad I did it. Now it's nice and sharp. Perfect. Let's go take them out. All right, I did it. I'm finally on the road. Sorry about the delay there, Jake, but I'm on my way, brother. So this is one of those days where it's just about showing up. It's not just about being accountable, but I also need food right now. I'm subsisting off mostly what is given to me, what is foraged or traded, and what I hunt. So whether I want to go or not, I have to go. But luckily I love diving and it doesn't have to be hard today. There's a lot of different ways to get food out there, so the 3-prong is a very, very effective tool for collecting a lot of food. It's just a different style. So we got a plan for today. We'll see if it works out. Let's go. It looked really, really calm driving up, but it is not that calm right now, but I think we can handle. Just take our time with it. Whew, that was a good one. All right. And we're in. I'll just pop my fins on and we're gonna head on out there. It's a lot easier to get in the water than it is to get out. And then right away Jake finds some lead, which I need to keep me weighted down today, so I put them in my pocket. Helps a lot. I'll throw my bedazzled pinky flasher on there and we will get to work. So now I can quickly head down for my first drop of the day because I don't feel like dropping very deep or holding my breath very long today. I'm really exhausted mentally and physically, so I just need to get out here, get some fish, get some water time, and right away there's a nice invasive ta'ape, and as usual, I miss. So luckily I can reload pretty quickly, and he gives me another shot. Nice guy. I stick him that time, but he gets off again, so I'm going to try to chase him down through the rocks here and see if I can get another shot on him. I think I got him, and I am just no good with this thing. I'm running out of breath. I'm not warmed up, so I'm going to head up. So then on Jake's next dive, he goes down and he picks off a ta'ape too. I don't think it's the same one I had. I think it's a different one, but the same thing happens. He hits it, comes off, he tries to get it, runs out of breath, but I can see he's wounded pretty bad. So I'm going to go see if I can hit the alley-oop on this one. It's squirrely, it's really hard to hit him, and, you know, no good with my aim here. So I try to get a hold of him with my hand. That doesn't work either, so let's see if I can get some practice in with this 3 prongs. Hit a moving target. He's not going to make this easy. Whiff again. And this time I get him. Just be patient, take enough time, and try to focus. So I pick up Jake's wounded fish and head for the surface with him. First fish of the day. What's up? Oh, jeez. Heard of him.
Bye, my hero.
That was fun.
We're so bad at this.
And now I'm not targeting anything in particular today. I just want to get some food for the week, but there's some fish that I like and some that I don't. So I'm probably going to pass on a lot of them, but I want to get some practice in. I want to make sure I do get enough fish because I do need to feed myself. There's some nice collas there, which I normally wouldn't go for, and I do consider it for a second because they're kind of a lot of meat for a 3-prong, and they're decent eating, and I think he's going to give me the shot I want, but I'm not really feeling them. But these goats come in, and they're just about the right size. I would never shoot them with a gun, but this guy's going to give me the right shot, and I hit him right under the gills through the mouth. So pretty decent shot. Stoked on that. You guys know it's a rare thing for me to actually hit a fish, so I'm excited about it. I feel like I got him, and what I should be doing is holding on to him and pinning him to the 3-prong, but I'm feeling a little bit overconfident about this, and as soon as he gets to the surface, he kicks himself off and heads back down to the reef. Yeah, really stupid mistake, but Jake tries to go down and get him for me. He's looking underneath the rocks. He can't really quite find him, get the shot on him, so long gone, moving on. So I'm so frustrated that we actually decided to change locations. Let's go out a little bit deeper and a little bit farther and see what we get. So then we decided to stop at this really cool bouldery area, and it seems to be holding a lot more life. So taking a look around and see what I might be getting into. There's a couple table boss, which you guys know I like, and considering him. And there's some good fish in the background. This papillo comes in, and he's right about legal size, but I'm not really sure, so I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to shoot anything too small. I'm not going to go after him, even though it is pretty cool that he came in. But look behind me and make sure there's no other options. I'm going to give that guy a pass, but we're going to head up and try a different one. And Jake finds this really cool shell with something in it.
Check it out, it's alive.
Cool little sea snail. They taste terrible, but no, just kidding. We put them back. So now we've been out here for quite a while already, and I'm having many failed attempts. In my defense, I am really exhausted, but I do love me some table boss, and these are a little bit smaller than I would normally shoot with a gun, but today they'll do me just right, and I end up being patient, taking my time and putting the right shot into this one, thankfully, and I'm not going to make a mistake this time. I'm going to make sure I pin her to the end of the shaft and come up and not lose her. So I got a table boss on the 3-prong, pretty stoked about that. We're starting to collect some meat now. Yo! Now that I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident in my shots and all this aggregation and shooting fish is starting to bring in the attention of some moo, I see this really nice moo down here, and it seems to be gentle enough to let me take a dive bomb on it, so I just have to try, right? Getting a moo on the 3-prong in the middle of the day would be pretty epic, and it's a decent sized one. I would definitely shoot this one with a gun, and I slowly creep up on it, and I take a miserable long shot. Really embarrassing, but I think I didn't spook it too bad. Maybe I can settle into the rocks again and chase it down and get another shot. But yeah, right. Moose are way too smart for that. Nothing behind me. Failed attempt. Heading back up. So then we make our way over to this Nainui school in this boulder field. There's just tons of them all over the place, and normally I wouldn't give Nainui the time of day. I really don't care for them at all, but I haven't eaten them in years, and maybe my tastes have changed. Maybe they're really good. I know I'm really making a lot of people angry right now that love to eat Nainui. I know they're good for a lot of people. I just don't really like them, but I'm out here with a 3-prong trying to collect some food for the week, so I'm thinking, you know, if one gives me the right shot, I might take it. It could be really fun to eat a Nainui. I bet they're not that bad, so I wait for this guy to come in. He gives me an easy shot, hit him right in the gills, and then I swim up as fast as I can to keep the water pressure pushing him onto the shaft so he doesn't kick off. I get a hold of the end of him, and I make sure he doesn't come off, and I got my first Nainui in years.
All right, good shot, man.
Nainui.
Crushed it.
I don't think I've shot a Nainui to eat in years.
And then Jake goes down, comes up with this real nice kumu. Check that out.
Can't say no to that on the 3-prong.
Beauty.
So I'm taking a drop down here. Actually, after a really big Moana collie, I think I could get to come in on the guts over there, but then I got distracted by this pretty big male table boss, and this is a fish that on the right day I would shoot with my gun. I think they're really good eating. It's a decent size. It tastes great. They're good texture, and I'm thinking I can chase them down. They're usually pretty easy to shoot, but he seems very wary of me, but I'm gonna see if I can stalk him down. I get just close enough, and I think I got him, and he twitches away. Really frustrating. I'm gonna try him again, get up on him, and just to get close, he twitches away again. Dodges the shaft. No luck. But Jake's having plenty of luck. Comes up with a nice pachi. But it wouldn't be a proper 3-prong day without getting some kole for frying anyway. So we finally find some nice sized koles and take a nice missed shot on him there, just getting some practice in, and this time I get him. I'm going to pin him right into the reef so he doesn't come off. So I'm pushing him into the rocks right now. I'll use my free hand to hold on to him and come up with my first kole of the day. So now we're going to get some kole for a little bit. Just get a few of those for frying. They're excellent eating. Everybody loves kole. Cannot go wrong. So a little bit deeper now. We're diving about 40 feet for these. Seems to hold a lot more fish. And they're a little bit dumber, they're a little bit bigger, so they're giving us better shots, and I start to catch a little bit of a rhythm here, feeling good about my shots. And kole are a little bit more tame than the other fish I've been going for. But Jake has been practicing with his 3-prong lately, and he's getting pretty good with it, so he's starting to get double up shots. He'll shoot a kole, take it off, hold on to it, and then he'll shoot another one. So he's getting quite a few of these double shots lately and just kind of cleaning up a little bit. He's getting a lot better at it than I am, that's for sure.
10 out of 10. Highly recommend that spot.
So now this spot's in more of the 45-50 foot range, and it seems to be holding a lot more life. That's why Jake said he recommended it. And I'm just going to chill down here and see what comes in. The fish are bigger, more curious, and there's more options. So just going to be patient, tuck into this rock a little bit. Got some nice fish in the background. Look behind me, make sure I'm not missing out on anything, and I'm going to tuck a little bit tighter into this crack here. And as I do that, I see the shadow zooming straight towards me. Wait till he turns, and it's a fat omilu. I would have shot that with a gun. He's probably about 5 pounds, and I just nicked him, lost him. So that broke my heart a little bit. I should have been more patient, but there's so much fish down here, I decided to give it a shot again. So I'm in about the same zone, just a little bit different boulder, and there's some really nice palanis around, and I take my time. I try to pick one out, wait for the right shot, and as he turns towards me, hit him right in the face. So I got a prong that went through his skull, but didn't hit his brain. So I'm thinking, a sure thing, I definitely got him, but I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to grab a hold of his face, his gills, and I'm going to squeeze him about as hard as I can to make sure he doesn't come off before I brain him and get him on my kui. And I'm gently bringing him back up. I'm feeling pretty stoked about this. I love me some palani, especially on the 3-prong. And it's a done deal, and as soon as I surface, he kicks real hard.
We're so bad at this.
Yeah, I know that was really dumb. I'm working on it. So, got to shake it off. Got to come back down. Hold my breath again. and look for some more fish. I found a really good crack this time, and that guy gives me the right shot. I hit him a little bit low in the guts, and he rips himself off, but I am not going to settle for another loss. I'm going to dig him out. So I spiral into this hole. I saw where he went. I know he's badly wounded. I can barely see, so I'm looking at any outline. I just take a shot, and I happen to hit something. Thankfully, it was the same fish and in the right spot, and this time he's mine. I'm not going to let him go. I got him.
No way.
I can't believe I got him.
I can't believe you got him.
So that one made me feel a lot better about my day. Now I can go back to some fry fish for a second because I actually have some fillets I can get off that guy. This collie gives me an easy shot, so I capitalize. I take advantage of it. I'm going to take another collie up with me. I love these guys. I can use some fryers. And Jake loves collie too. Look at that guy. So we punch it out just a little bit farther, but about the same depth or so, 45, 50 feet. And I had a really good feeling about this big hole. I look in there, I don't see anything, unfortunately, but there have been some really big goats around, and that would be really fun to land like a 2-pound mudo on the 3-prong. But this little school of ekegs comes through, and if I think about picking one of those guys off, it'd be great for the fryer. So as the school moves through, I pick the one that gives me the easiest shot, and he gives it to me. But he comes off. He's pretty badly wounded. I reload. I get close to him again. I point right at him, and I hit him in the tail. I got to swim to keep the water pressure on him, and I get a hold of him as quick as I can to make sure I don't lose him. I'm squeezing him really hard, and he's another one on the cooey. What's up? So I feel like I'm starting to get a decent cooey as some fryers going, and there's a bunch more collies around right now. And sometimes we don't see them at all, so when we do, we're going to try to focus on those guys. And I'm a little bit overzealous here and rushing my shots, so I'm going to try them again, reload. And luckily with the 3-prong, you can shoot it as many times as you can hold your breath, which is kind of a convenient thing. So I can miss a whole bunch of times. I'm just pretending to shoot fish right now. Not actually shooting fish. Just pretending. Yep, taking practice shots and studying fish behavior. No, I'm just kidding. I got that guy right there. Finally, was it 6 shots, I think, coming up with a fish.
I was like, I gotta come up with something.
What'd you get?
Collie.
Okay, nice.
And then I came across this super cool thing. It looks like a rose. If anybody knows what it is, please let me know. Now we've had about enough of that zone. We gotta head back. So I'm gonna head down for my deepest drop of the day, right around 60 feet or so, and just see if there's anything down here. And I haven't gotten invasive yet, so it's really kind of what I'm focused on right now. So I throw a little sand up, and there's some pretty nice tow-ows back there. And they seem to be showing a little bit of interest. And they know I don't have a gun, so they know I don't have that much range, so they come in a little bit closer. He's going to give me the right shot, but since I don't know how to aim this thing, I missed. As usual, I look over, and there's another one. He's a little smaller, but he's still big enough to shoot, so I'm going to see if I can get this guy too. I'm running out of breath, rush the shot, miserable, heading up, moving on. So now we're getting kind of close to our exit point, and I haven't gotten any invasives today, and I'm feeling pretty bad about that. Jake's got a couple. I can't let him beat me on the scoreboard, so I gotta start cleaning up on some invasives out here. There's a really nice uhu there, probably in the 7-8 pound zone, but that's not what I'm after today. Just pretty cool to see them. There's a lot of other really nice fish around, but I'm dead set on getting some invasives, and I don't see any. I guess the word is out. They know I'm after them, so I'm gonna have to change locations. So swimming along, I saw some toaos and taapes in this spot. So I drop into the boulders, but then I get distracted by this really nice minpachi, which I haven't got yet today either, and I missed. So I'm going to take a look in the hole and see if there's anything else back there. And I need to get my focus back. I'm really after invasives right now. I need to just settle on that. I don't see anything else in that hole, so I'll take another look around, and there's some nice toaos back there. So if I'm very smooth about it, I think they can come in, and they do. So I'm going to take my time with a shot, point at them, and I get them. I'm going to stick them to the rocks so I don't lose them, and I got my invasive. There we go. Okay, so feeling better about my day. Heading up, and I'm going to start swimming them in. And then as it gets super shallow, I spook this honu. He swims past me, and then he realizes I'm no threat. So he slows down, we just check each other out for a minute. Always so cool to see these guys in the water. Have a good day, buddy. And then as I'm getting close to my exit, I saw this toao, and I didn't have my camera on, unfortunately, but I got another towel. That's 2. Now I'm gonna make my exit. It's a little bit rough getting out of here, so just gotta keep my head down, battle through this murk and roughness, and finally it clears up and I can gently scoop myself out of the water.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Whew. Oh, I suck at 3-pronging.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're back, baby. A little short hike out of there, no big deal. That was super, super fun, and also reminded me how much I need to work on my 3-pronging. That was hilarious, but super fun. Exactly what I needed today. Couldn't ask for much more than that. So, all right, let's go get cleaned up. All right, check out that Nanui, huh? Fish of the day for me, I guess. I don't know. I haven't shot a Nanui in years. I don't really like them. They're kind of gross, but with miscellaneous reef fish bag all chopped up together, won't even notice it. It also does make really good poke, but everything else is probably going to get frozen. I'll just take the fillets off the bigger fish and freeze everything else for frying. Yeah, fryers. Woo! What's up, baby? Now I'm just gonna fillet these guys up and put those in the bag of their own, all minced up, so I can just grab handfuls of that throughout the week. All right, so cook time. So we took all the fillet that we chopped up the other day and we minced it all together into like a big pile, and we made a fish soup out of it, and it was supposed to be really good, but I forgot how much I don't like Nanui, and then Megan found out she doesn't like Nanui at all, so we kind of ruined it a little bit. So I'm gonna do my plan B. Now usually with 3-prong fish, you just score them and you deep fry them and they come out awesome every time. You guys have seen that 1,000 times, but not everybody has a fryer. Sometimes it's inconvenient, it can be expensive and messy. They're hard to deal with. So we're gonna use an air fryer. So if you're in college or you have a small place you don't have a fryer, you can just use an air fryer and it works great. I'm just gonna use my mayonnaise packets. All right, so we're gonna start by scoring it. Take some mayonnaise. We will have a kitchen in here soon. Basically, you just want the fat, the oil, and the salt from the mayonnaise to help it crisp up a bit. Makes it taste good too. And we'll just hit it with a little bit of salt. Now we'll just toss them in the air fryer. 400 for 25 minutes. Bang. All right, we're done. Let's see what we got. Woo. Okay, cole. So not deep fried cole, air fried cole. Gotta start with the tail, of course. Never gets old. Fried cole fins and like potato chips. That is just so good. Now obviously I'm really bad at 3-pronging. I do need to practice more. And I think what a lot of people don't know is that I started my career with a 3-prong and just an 8-foot. And I probably put 100 days on the 3-prong before I ever picked up a gun. So over a year, and I was out all the time, and I got pretty good with it for a while. I just haven't really used it much in the last few years, so I got pretty sloppy with it, but I'm frustrated enough with it to want to get better, so I think I'm going to start doing it a lot more, and it's super fun, so that was awesome. And I also want to show in this cook that, like, you know, you don't really always have to do something crazy or epic or difficult when you're cooking. Sometimes just like take some kole that are pre-gutted, score them, throw some mayonnaise and salt in there and throw them in the air fryer and you're done. So it's that easy, it's that good. There's no reason not to do it like that most of the time. So I'm gonna be doing this one a lot more. So as these ones cool down, we eat this and then we'll get to the giveaway. Okay, what you guys have been waiting for. Got this cutting board ready to give it away. Pick a winner. So because surprisingly between the over 500 comments I have, you guys listed virtually every episode that I've done, which is awesome, kind of unexpected. So what's a lot easier for me than writing everything out and cutting them up and putting them in a hat is I'm just going to number them in order, obviously, you know, 1 to I believe 62, and then I'm going to put them in a random number generator, which is the same thing as picking them out of a hat, and I'll go to that episode. And I'll go through all the comments. Just give me a few minutes and I'll go through, and as I'm going through my list, everybody that named that, I will just assign you a number, 1 through whatever, and then I'll put it in the random number generator again and pick a winner. So just give me a few minutes. I'll scroll through here and I'll get all the numbers together and we'll get to it. Okay, so I have 63 episodes out right now, not 62. Because I'm counting my first episodes too, because a few of you actually picked those before my first official episode, which is totally fine. So, out of 63, 1 to 63, I'm going to generate a random number, and the random number is 50. So, I'm going to go see what episode number 50 was. Spearing a special Hawaiian fish for surf and turf. So, the surf and turf episode. Keywords in. A list of you came up, and all been assigned a number if you chose that video. So now I'm going to go into my random number generator again, and the winner is number 2. Number 2 on my list is Proud Islander. Congratulations, brother. You won this board. So, I don't know what your name is. It doesn't show me. But Proud Islander, if that's your tag, please, if you watch this video, and I hope you do, get on Instagram and message me at BMS Strength Training. Private message me. And just tell me who you are, and we'll exchange information. I'll get this out to you. If for some reason I don't get back to you by the next day, that means I didn't get the message for some reason. So comment on one of my videos and I will get a hold of you. And for all the rest of you, I'm super sorry you didn't win. I wish I had a board for everybody. I will be doing more giveaways in the future. If for some reason Proud Islander does not get a hold of me, I have a second place picked out and we will go through this again. So for everybody else, thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and everything that helps the channel grow. Really appreciate you. It helps us out a lot too. Keeps me encouraged. It's a lot of fun, and I hope to be doing this for a very long time. So I'm gonna hopefully get back in the water here in the next few days. I'll get another edit for you and we'll keep this rolling. Thank you guys so much.